Mrbeast is being exposed for fraud or fake video creating. We all know that since some of the days or some of the weeks, Mrbeast has been facing a lot of challenges in his co-work. Even his co-partner Chris Eva Taxon was dragged for grooming children on his discourse, and a lot of people are saying that Mrbeast has idea of it, or he is known by the things that Eva was doing. And for a screenshot that was posted, that means Mrbeast even went to the comment section to comment about his dick size in the comment section. That's what he do, but he came out to say he does not know anything about that, and he came publicly to apologize by a message that he posted on Twitter. And a lot of people said even that message, he was not the one that put it there, it was his PR or somebody that wrote that, because he is not fond of speaking like that. Now that's not the case. This guy DocPack404 exposed Mrbeast that I have worked for Mrbeast and he is a fraud. Now let's dive into the whole scenario and the evidence that he provided, and some of the evidence are crazy and mind-blowing. Let's dive into the whole story. Mrbeast has been exposed in a viral video as fraud by DocPack404. But now this viral video of DocPack404 exposed a lot about Mrbeast and his production. The video was titled "I Work for Mrbeast and He is a Fraud." In this video, he provides a lot of evidence that brought everyone that follow or admire Mrbeast in great distress, and even others can't believe what they are hearing. Some of the allegations are faking videos, promoting gambling to children, conducting illegal lottery, ringing games and videos including millions of dollars prize money as a crime, false advertising. But what is surprising about this video is, despite having 2.7 million views, it wasn't showing on his main page views or even in search bar, where some says it's a shadow ban or conspiracy. But hey, YouTube is not owned by Mrbeast, but a platform for all content creators with their unique ability, and YouTube was there long before Mrbeast started creating content. Let's dive right into with Mrbeast faking videos, where this DocPack404 exposed a lot of things.
Also, if what we had to film was scripted, you know, because what we do is non-scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah, blah. If what we did was scripted, holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
No. But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island costs more than $1, this city is not abandoned, these buildings are CGI, but it's not your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker, it's just a guy. This whole room is fake, this contestant is an actor and a secret employee at Mrbeast, they had him dive through this fake door twice, this line is scripted, this action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
You did it! Yeah! What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump.
So that is a brief evidence from DocPack404 about Mrbeast faking of videos, and we all know that Mrbeast spent millions in production, so he is not going to just let that go down for nothing. And everybody that will be on his show must be somebody that can't just cute on the way, but go extra miles. So he is definitely going to manipulate a lot of stuff in his video for his viewers. But if it is that, it's too bad, because others may see that trying to copy his style, but boom, they are going to explode because they can't go that extra mile. Let's also look at this guy, Mark, who won Mrbeast Challenge 800k. Was said to be an employee of Mrbeast, but not a random guy or a subscriber.
Let's talk about Mac for a second.
We will die. Do you understand that?
I found public records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former Mrbeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at Mrbeast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into a $1 million mansion. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7 bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really gonna change your life.
Max is a nice car.
Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago.
Mac, let's Let's cut the shit here. What have you been doing for like the last year?
A lot of family stuff.
What kind of family stuff?
Just like, playing catch with my dad,
For a year? How do you make money?
This really shows that Mark is not just a random guy but an employee of Mrbeast, and everything that happens in Mark challenge for 800k was really planned by Mrbeast. Oh, that is really crazy. And also there is some people saying that Mrbeast shows sometimes people use voice edited to say another thing, means that it's not what people actually says, but they made it looks like that, and it's all a tricky game of Mrbeast. Uppack also goes on to expose Mrbeast's own challenge of stranded at seas.
This time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night, completely soaked.
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht. It's ironic because this is one of the videos where they claim that they don't fake things.
But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
In this video, this wink was added in post. In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him. This whole revenge storyline was added in post. Multiple shots show how timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. They also manipulated contestants' audio in post.
We got 15 minutes.
In general, if anything happens last second, it's fake. Or if you can hear someone's voice but can't see their mouth, the audio could easily be added in post.
I literally think.
Guys, it means a lot happens in Mrbeast production, but yet Jimmy claims none of his videos are fake. Wow. But guys, sometimes not everything we see or hear are real or true, so it's sometimes normal for people to do that, but editing timings or people's voice is not good. It seems Mrbeast is lying to us.
It's not like he's ever rigged the results of a challenge. That would be impossible because he films with hundreds of random subscribers, right? Wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only were the results of this video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend. So yeah, the random subscribers you see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to Mrbeast, and oftentimes friends and family of Mrbeast employees, or just the employees themselves. And when they do pull someone from outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following. And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted. According to a former Mrbeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the boys had won by a lot. And because so many of the female contestants were Mrbeast employees who got out immediately, production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money.
Some in this video, you can actually see most of everything is calculated and fabricated. And this is seriously crazy because anytime I watch Mrbeast challenges, I always say one thing, that Jimmy is extraordinary, not knowing that most of the contestants are just people he really know or close to him, and some of the legit people that will come there for serious challenge will be eliminated or scammed. Let's also look at this YouTuber Rosanna Pacino. She also shared a video on Twitter that claimed Mrbeast is just faking everything, and in her video she made it clear that a lot of Mrbeast contestants has contacted to regards to Mrbeast recent games that is going to be on Amazon.
Video because I have received messages from over a dozen people involved with the current Beast Games. For those of you who don't know, Beast Games is a competition show ran by Mrbeast that will be on Amazon Prime. It is being marketed as the biggest competition show ever. I'll talk more about that later. On to the messages. So the messages that I have received from contestants on the show are pretty much all telling a similar story, and I find them to be very disturbing. Some of the messages are from people who have competed and they've been eliminated. Some of the messages are from people who are still competing, and some of them are from people that I personally know who are involved on the show and still doing so. These people are genuinely upset about how things are going. They're scared for not only their own safety, but the safety of their friends who are still competing. They aren't doing this out of spite. They're doing this because they are afraid for themselves and for their friends. As of right now, I have 10 stories from 10 different people, and none of them have shared their stories with each other, and I will be talking more about them in the future. I have personally worked in entertainment and on sets for almost 2 decades, and what is going on here is beyond disgusting and extremely dangerous. I wanted to read you one of the messages with the permission of one of the contestants to give you an idea of why I'm so upset and why I simply just can't let this go. It's absolutely not okay. So I'm going to read to you her message. I was a contestant until the end. I also didn't accept their hush money. It was really bad. People were having seizures because they were not getting medication, even though we were promised we would. And it was 100% rigged. They presented it as though the game would be like Squid Games, basically a type of game show where all the games are an even playing field. That was not at all the case. All the games were about speed and strength, so only the young athletic males were at an advantage over the women, and elderly people were also casted. To make things worse, men started realizing that they could take out the women without being eliminated. Guys started tackling and hitting women. 2 girls were tackled and passed out on the field and were dragged off to continue filming. I saw people with broken bones, stitches, etc., and most were women. We were given maybe 400 calories a meal and only fed every 12 hours. Food would run out and people would fight over, steal, and hoard food. Water was scarce and kept running out as well. I had to sit with a bloody pad for 2 days before I could get undergarments and my reusable pads because I'm allergic to regular pads. We were also sleep deprived, only allowed 3 to 4 hours. We all slept on the floor in the stadium in a $10 sleeping bag. I get that people saying it's a game show and it's not meant to be easy. I'm not saying it should be easy, but it was presented like Squid Games, where competitions were not biased and didn't exclusively cater to young athletic men. People who went signed up for Squid Games, not for American Ninja Warrior and Survivor. Why else would they cast elderly people on the show? They offered anyone who lost $1,000 to sign away their rights to join any kind of class action lawsuit of any kind. I didn't sign, so I didn't get the money. After this article came out and things started blowing up, they called everyone back and decided to offer an additional $1,000 per person to make up for any of the inconveniences. They knew it was bad because they also offered to provide therapy through their insurance, and it wasn't Amazon Prime that called me, it was Mrbeast's crew. We were set up to fail, and when the men started tackling people to get them out, nothing was done about it. They were not even eliminated. The game that had to do with the briefcase, it felt literally like Hunger Games. While Mrbeast is standing on his podium, looking down, watching all of us peasants fight for a chance at 5 million. I know it's a game show, and I know it's not meant to be easy, but even with a waiver, it is a company's responsibility to have safety protocols in place to try to prevent injuries. That is not what was happening here. The fact that the nurses at the hospital in Las Vegas are also confirming all of the injuries that happened is proof. They did not have to sign an NDA. And 5 of us so far have tested positive for COVID. Also, someone was allowed to go in with pink eye, which of course is also contagious. Now, this contestant has shared even more details with me, and I'll keep you updated. I have even more statements to come. And just as someone who has worked in entertainment and on sets, huge professional sets for years, I've seen people being treated.
All this evidence is just overwhelming and mind-blowing because I have personally always defended Mrbeast and his charity from people that always want to criticize him.
This is a real-time video, meaning that time elapses the same in the video as it does in real life. Now immediately the intro is sped up, and the timer is clearly added in post, and he clearly touches the laser here, but whatever, let's assume that it's all real time. When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn these water valves. Now you can tell that these valves aren't actually connected to anything because the water flows out in an instant, and it happens when he's not even touching the valve. The contestant also goes back to the first valve unaware that anything had happened, and he's still able to spin it. So the valve seems to spin freely and isn't actually connected to the flow of water. So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water. And assuming they've tested this, the producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room, so they could sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the water in general to make the results close. And in traditional media, this kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
On any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair. They are out there essentially to make sure that we don't do something that would favor one player or one tribe.
I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave.
They came to my area many times, and I was in the smallest cupboard.
In this video of Mrbeast real-time video, you can see that most of things are just how fake it was. He also goes on to expose the real scam of Mrbeast and some content creators as well, like subscribe and I will give you things, and that is really boring, guys. So PewDiePie was right in saying all this as scam because nobody has confirmed any of things before that, oh, I have received Mrbeast phone giveaway, or that is shady.
If you guys want to win a brand new PS5, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel.
I can't believe people are still doing fucking giveaways. Holy shit, it's so annoying. 10 years of YouTube, people are still like buying subs for this shit.
So over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
Guys, it's a whole lot of evidence against Mrbeast, like this one. Also, that he claims people to buy his limited edition of uniform that seems like a gamble.
Of our limited edition 40 mil special shirts, we're celebrating 40 million subscribers with a really big video, then we will sign that shirt and some of them will get random prizes like this.
46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly. Multiple times they would say something like, buy in the next 5 minutes for a chance to win. And then 7 minutes later go, actually, the newest order in 30 seconds is gonna win.
In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey Daryl, don't we owe someone $1,000?
We do.
Yeah, so, all right, so the newest order, in 30 seconds, we are gonna put $1,000 in your package. We're gonna break neutral.
When there was just no way they were ever even close to losing money on this stream. In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts. Selling these t-shirts at $42 each, profit margin would be about $22. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine. Also, by my estimates, only 1 in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. And I guarantee he has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says, oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not even gonna make a profit. It's insane that he can flip these massively profitable illegal lotteries targeted towards children as an act of generosity.
Guys, a lot of people are now opening up on Mrbeast challenge and how they were being scammed by him, and it's a whole lot of allegation against him. And my name is Adonis. What do you think about Mrbeast challenge and the allegations leveled against Mrbeast? Because we all know Mrbeast is a big man and his challenge are being spent on million budgets. So do you think he's faking it or he's just scamming people? Just let your thought be in the comment section.